This is kind of weird, but I am going to be sort of restarting my YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel before, and then I just stopped posting. I kind of went over to TikTok and did a lot of stuff on TikTok, but now that TikTok is potentially being banned, I decided that I should hop back on YouTube. I've really been on a YouTube kick lately, like in terms of watching like content. I've been watching a lot of YouTube more than short form content. So I was like, maybe YouTube's getting kind of a revival. Maybe I'm not the only one that kind of misses long form content. So I decided that I would hop over here and start doing some longer form content versus my little short form videos on TikTok. So if you did not see the title of this video, it is my favorite thrift finds from 2024. So I have a lot of clothing stuff. That's mostly what I thrift. I have a couple of accessories and a couple other things that I thrifted. And thrift, like, for me means antique stores, actual thrift shops, and then like online thrifting on Depop and eBay and that type of stuff. I know some people think like secondhand stuff only means like thrift shop and stuff like that, which I don't necessarily follow, because you're getting it secondhand online, like, versus in an in-person thrift store. And I also have been struggling lately with in-person thrift stores. I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of them have been upping the price of the stuff they do have. And then when I go there, a lot of the stuff is just like fast fashion, like Shein and Fashion Nova and that type of stuff there, which, like, nothing wrong with that. I'm glad it's getting like a second life, but also like the quality of it isn't as good as like getting like a vintage piece of clothing where the quality is just a little bit better. So I've been really into online thrifting on like Depop, eBay, that type of stuff, Facebook Marketplace. And it's also kind of easier because you don't have to like take time out of your day to like go to the thrift store and like search through the racks for hours, or like search the shelves for hours, which sometimes can be fun, but sometimes can be a little bit overwhelming. So with that being said, let's get into the video. First up, I have this sweater, which is technically actually a thrift of 2025, but I just had to wear it and show it for this video. It is a cardigan that has a bunch of different teapots on them and mugs, and I think this is the cutest thing ever. I am a coffee fiend, so I thought this would be the perfect cardigan for me. And then I also have to wear black at work, so this is black. I've been trying to find like a bunch of like fun black stuff. Like, I can wear black with some color on it, but it has to be majority black. And I thought this would be a fun thing to wear. And then I even have one on my arm, and then the swirls of like the aroma of the coffee is on here. Super cute. And then the teapots, super cute. Just had to show that off. Okay, so the first thing I have up is probably my top 3 favorite thrift finds of 2024. I found this on Depop, and it says, "A book lover never goes to bed alone," which I think is hilarious. And then it has a bunch of examples of books. I don't know if you can see, it has Sense and Sensibility, and then it has a bunch of other books on it, once again with a little mug theme, which I thought was cool. It has William Shakespeare on the sleeve, and it says "A rose by any other name," which is super fun. This is actually, I don't know if you can tell, a sleep shirt, but I have been wearing it both as a sleep shirt and then just regular as like a t-shirt tucked in. I think it is super cute. I never find like book stuff, like book vintage things. And so when I saw this, I was like, yeah, that I'm gonna need that one. I got it actually for myself for my birthday. I found it like a couple days before my birthday, and I was like, I think this is a sign that I need to get it and get myself a birthday present. Alrighty, next up, I have this Grumpy is a State of Mind sweatshirt, and it has a hood. Actually, it's a hoodie. It is super soft. It is fleece, and then you have Grumpy there, and it's kind of like winter themed. There's snowflakes and then the blue. Super comfy, super cozy. I have been wearing this all winter, and then there's a little grumpy again on the pocket. I also like how they made him match the aesthetic, like instead of the red, he's blue, which is super fun. I actually found this on Depop first, and I was like, that's super cute, but the seller kind of is asking a high price for it. I'm gonna wait it out, see if like they lower the price or anything. And then I was shopping at one of my favorite secondhand stores in my hometown, and I found this there for like half the price, and I was like, I need it. It's super cute, a super fun piece for the winter, and I needed more like comfy sweatshirt type deals, and so I had to get it. Okay, this is also in my top 3 thrift finds of 2024. This is a Mickey denim jacket. It's so cute. It has Mickey on the back, and then it says classic, original, authentic, and then it has an angry Mickey, which I think is hilarious because you never really see an angsty or an angry Mickey. And then the front is just basically like a regular denim jacket with like a suede collar, but the details are really fun on this piece. The buttons, I don't know if you can see, have Mickey on them, which is super cool. The pockets are huge, which is amazing. And then I've kind of been styling this with brooches. So I had my Christmas brooches on here, and now I have these brooches on the side of the jacket. And it's been a really fun piece to wear and a great piece for layering in the winter. I have really been enjoying this one. And I found this at a secondhand store, the same one I found the grumpy sweatshirt from. So they had some really great Disney finds. Okay, the next find I have, it's this velvet shirt. I found this at a new vintage store that I just discovered in my town. I had never been there before, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a cute store. I was kind of judging before I went in. I was like, is this going to be like one of those vintage stores where they just sell like overpriced stuff that they picked up at the Goodwill that's like basically new, or is it going to be like actually vintage retro things? And it was such an amazing find, both the store and the shirt. I really like this shirt because it has like a Victorian woman on it in the center, and then it has this fun graphic kind of surrounding her. I really like these like early 2000s super graphic tees, but they're like nicer. They're like a blouse almost. Next up, from the same store, I found this Tigger corduroy button up. He is chasing a fall leaf, which is super cute. I wore this all throughout the fall. It is, once again, a great piece for layering. I just put like a turtleneck under it for the fall, and it works perfectly. It is from the Disney store. This seems like something you would find in like the Disney catalog in the 90s. Super cute, super warm. So the next find is actually something my mom found and got for me. She went to like a, it was like a, I don't want to say craft fair. It was almost like a vintage convention type deal where there was a bunch of like antique sellers, vintage clothing sellers, collectible sellers, that type of deal. I couldn't go because I had to work. And so she looked around for me, which was super nice. This shirt has fruit on it, and then it has like a little denim accents. And the fun part is the back. It has Winnie the Pooh, Rabbit, and Tigger, and they are collecting the fruit. And it says Pooh's Fruit Stand, which is super cute. I'm so excited to wear this in the summer. I feel like this will be a great piece for the summer. I also have worn this in the winter with like a white turtleneck underneath it, which is also super cute. Such a fun find. And she only paid like, what, I think she said $3 for this, which was super cool. The next piece is another one I found at the store where I found the Tigger jacket and the graphic tee from. And it is a cat sweater, super cute, and it has a collar on it, and it has shoulder pads, which I don't know about you, but I am a fan personally of shoulder pads. I think that they actually elevate a look. My might be a controversial opinion there in the vintage fashion community, but I really love this. I got this like right before Christmas, so I was wearing this almost every single day in December. I actually wore it on Christmas. It's super cute. I'm looking for an excuse to just keep wearing it in the winter. I don't feel like it's super Christmassy, so I feel like I could get away with it. I'm obsessed. I honestly realize now how much like Winnie the Pooh stuff I thrifted this year, which was completely unintentional. I do love vintage Winnie the Pooh things, but I think this year I just found a ton of things for like good prices that I don't normally do. So, that being said, another Winnie the Pooh shirt. My sister got this for me for my birthday. She got it from Depop. I think it was like 14 bucks. And it has a little Winnie the Pooh and it says Disneyland, which I thought was interesting. And then it kind of has like a lace collar. I don't know if you can tell. There's a little bit of lace. And then it's a button up, which is also super cute. And it's kind of cropped almost too, which I thought was interesting. And it wasn't like somebody didn't like cut it off to crop it. It's almost like it was intentionally cropped, which I thought was interesting because that's kind of unique in vintage clothing. And then it says Disneyland, and then it has little Mickeys on it, which I thought was interesting because anytime I thrift Disney stuff, it usually never has like the park on it. So this is actually from the Disneyland park, which is super cool, especially since I also don't see a lot of thrifted old Disneyland stuff for good prices. I see a lot of Disney World stuff, but Disneyland's kind of hard because obviously it's been around longer, so it kind of increases the value of it too, and Disneyland also does a lot of exclusive things. So I was super excited when I got this. I have worn this so much. I think it is such a cute piece, and I think it's also very like subtle Disney. Like it's not a super huge Winnie the Pooh on the front. It's just a little Pooh on the side. Okay, I promise this is the last Winnie the Pooh thing I thrifted. I found this on Depop. I was looking for something like dressy Christmas to wear. Every single year I go to a Christmas Carol play with my grandpa and all my cousins, and me and my sister kind of wear a little bit more dressy clothes because it's at like a theater and stuff like that. So I was looking for something because I didn't really have anything, and I found this dress on Depop. Now this one was a little bit more pricey. Anytime you like find Disney like overalls, dresses, or anything like that, the price is going to be a little bit higher. So I think I paid like 40 bucks for this, which honestly worth it, because if I was just going to like Target or something and buying a regular old dress, it probably still would have cost me $30 to $40 anyway. And I'm going to be wearing this a lot, especially in the winter. So it has Pooh and Piglet in the snow. It has snowflakes on it. And then the bottom is plaid, which is super awesome. It also has pockets. And then the back just has like a little Christmas tree with Winnie the Pooh on it. And then the tag says the Disney store, which RIP. Super cute. I wore this with like once again a white turtleneck underneath it. I've also worn it with like just a couple of long sleeves or a cardigan. I really love this dress. I wish it wasn't so Christmassy so I could get away with wearing it year round, but I did wear this after Christmas because I'm like, it's winter, right? So I might also wear this if we have any snow coming in. So okay, so that was it for clothes. So now I'm gonna go into like accessories and like knickknacks that I got thrifting. So first up, I have this super cute pink purse. It has a clasp on it. I found this at a vintage fair. So every single year, multiple times a year, we have this like vintage fair in our town, and they have a bunch of like vintage sellers. They also have a bunch of local businesses. It is so much fun, especially since there are so many clothing booths and vintage clothing sellers. So I found this. That's just the inside. It has a little zipper, and it's just like a clamshell purse. The color of pink, the video is not doing it justice. It is like Barbie pink. It is super cute. I also love the handle. I feel like we don't wear purses like this anymore, just on our arm or just holding them down like this. It's all crossbodies now. And so I thought this was super cute to add to my collection. I also love that it has the little feet on the purse, so when you're setting it down, it stands up. Next up, at the same vintage fair, I actually found this Mickey Mouse cookbook, which I thought was super strange. There's Chip and Dale on the back. I was like, what is this? Is this just a cookbook that's like advertised as like a Disney cookbook? But it's actually a Walt Disney World cookbook, which I thought was super cool. They don't really make like merch like this anymore for the parks. And so it has all of like the recipes. Now, some of these are old and some of these restaurants don't exist anymore. But I thought this was a super cool find. So it kind of gives you recipes from different Disney World restaurants and just certain dishes at those restaurants that are kind of like iconic Disney eats. And so I found that there and I was like, this is just cool even as like a display piece for your kitchen. So I got that. And then the last thing I actually also got from this vintage fair, I got this at the same seller I got the purse from. It is just a vintage carpet bag coin purse. I actually keep all of my lipsticks in here. I was looking for a small pouch that I could put in my purse to make my purse more organized. And I saw this and I was like, this is the perfect size. It's also super cute. And so yeah, I got that. Let me know if you want to see a what's in my bag video, because that is one of the things I have in my bag, and I think it would be cool to do a bag tour. Okay, we're cutting up on the last things. These were both Christmas gifts from my parents. So the first thing we have up, this is actually kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you might be like, why? That's kind of weird. I found this Chicken Little doll on eBay and Depop, and I was like, what is this? What is this? The reason I wanted it is because Chicken Little is actually one of my favorite Disney movies, but they didn't make merch for it at all because the movie was kind of a flop, and there's not many like fans or a following for Chicken Little. And so when I saw this, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. So she's wearing a Chicken Little shirt, and then I don't know if you can tell, but her feet are like the little webbed feet for Chicken Little, and then she also has his glasses, and she's also wearing a chicken hat. And the doll kind of reminded me of Blythe dolls, like just the way the eyes and the face look. They are called Doll Sienna, and they have different Disney ones. So I think this was a doll collaboration with Disney, or Disney wanted to make themed dolls. I believe this is from Japan. But they also had like a Winnie the Pooh one, and then I think they had like a Mickey Mouse one. I just thought this was the strangest collaboration and kind of a funny piece to have, just kind of hanging up in my room. Alrighty, and the other last thing I got was this Mickey Mouse disco vinyl from my mom. She got this from the same vintage festival she got the Winnie the Pooh vest from. She got this for me for Christmas, and she said the main reason she got it is because she remembered this record growing up, and she said it was super fun. But she also got this for me because on the back is Clarabelle the cow, who is also one of my favorite characters, and she just, once again, does not have that much merch. And so my mom got it for me because she was like, look it, there's Clarabelle on there. And I had to agree, that is super cute. I haven't listened to it yet. I just got a new record player, but it is missing the needle on whatever that thing's called on the record player. And so I need to research if I can repair that, or if I can buy the new piece, or if there's somebody in my town that knows how to fix that. So TBD on that. I am really excited to listen to it though. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are enjoying the long form content. I know that is kind of a weird adjustment. I'm kind of enjoying making these videos, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed them as well, and I hope to see you in the next one.